Okay, I'll try. Excuse me. I'll take deep breaths. I'm kind of really trying to force out frustrations or anxieties with the breath, like however I can get it out. Physical, throw it away. I love to sweat. I love to feel my strength. I love to feel from my toes to my head, to my fingers.
People say I'm a perfectionist, and which I've got to agree with, because I feel every time I step on stage, I'm not doing enough.
My biggest fear is that my ego will get in the way, and that's why I try to, when I warm up and when I breathe, it's trying to get back to that empty bamboo flute.
Before the dance, it's one of the most, it's like, personally, it's the most stressful point of performing of anything. To me, like, I sit in a dressing room and I really gotta find my special space. Usually I just go into a corner or, just find a deserted place where I talk to myself for a while, not out loud, in my head, and try to put my thoughts and focus my thoughts all together. And really, it's like a confidence building kind of thing too, knowing that in a while, whatever the time it is, you're going out there on that stage.
Unicycles, bicycles, motorcycles, menstruation cycles, death birth cycles. Everything's a wheel.
I know, I like it. Keep going. You didn't cut your toenails last night.
I know. I was trying to.
Everything is a wheel. Many, many spokes. Break it down to anything. I can look around this whole room and I can see a wheel in everything. And it's so connected with man's day-to-day living, ups and downs. You have money one day, you don't have any money the next day. And it's going to come around, and it's always going to keep coming around.
I've done my best dancing when I've been really ill. And what I feel is that it gets you down to an efficiency of moving, which is just you, the moment, and the movement you're trying to express.
My word is, I can, and I breathe and I say, I can, and it's over and over. And that's why it really made me feel good. When I found that, I don't know, it just came to me. And that probably has helped me as far as being able to face things and just keep on trying, because I always say, I can. And that's what helped me.
I think about myself a lot.
My mouth.
I think about how everyone else is feeling. If someone's in a bad mood or a good mood, or someone's real up or real low, or if I'm down. There's always we're always helping each other get to a comfortable place. Because we have to work as a team. We do work as a team.
Can I carry the dance? Can I be beautiful in the dance? Can I show my peers that with a disability, there is a certain amount of beauty and grace with our disabilities? With me, it's the physical lossage of a limb. That's that type of physical disability, a stumpy stump that no one takes really seriously. Looks like a puppet, and it looks awkward, it's strange. But trying to show this stumpy stump as a poetic portion of my body, and I attempting to show it to my peers as my feet, as my legs. This is what I've got, and it's there, and it's beautiful, and it does move with perfection, and it moves when I tell it and how I tell it to move. And then waiting in the wings just before the performance, what goes through my brain is, have I really gotten the piece down? Am I missing something? When the lights come up, that's the thing that keys off, and it peaks just like a boiling kettle, and the whistle starts whistling on the kettle, and shoo, boom, you're out there.
They think it's from birth, okay, but then through my childhood and my early years, nothing showed up, you know. I walked and, you know, everything, played sports when I was younger, real young. But then probably from maybe about 12, 13 years old, one of my ankles started getting weak. I used to get sprained ankles a lot. And then it started to get laborsome to walk.
Yeah.
Well, at that time, it wasn't nothing traumatic, you know, because like it just started with my ankle, you know. And it was really slow. The progression was really slow.
You'll find out, really.
Vietnam. Metal in my groin area, I've got metal in my abdomen, I've got metal in my arm. Before Vietnam, you know, I entered the Marine Corps in 1967 while I was in high school. So I partied up after graduation and I went into the Marine Corps. Then I volunteered for Vietnam. I went there in Vietnam in 1967, and in 1968, January 25th, on my birthday, I stepped on a landmine, and that started my career.
are scary things about wheels, but never in the dance sense. It's real comfortable. It's very comfortable. I'm very comfortable with Trina and Eddie and Danny. There's a good diversity in the four of us, I feel. There's a real trust. I'm never alone, unless I choose to be. And that is not really alone either.
The spins, confusion goes along with those spins. And the grace and the peace of the confusion. It doesn't have to be an ugly confusion. And your life filled with doubt, it shouldn't be a life riddled with hate and all the bitter things about doubt. Doubt can be peaceful, it can be creative, it can be lovable.
For about 4 or 5 years, I just used to go to the parks day in, day out. With sometimes 5 hours and nobody around, not seeing one person.
Becky doesn't like me. You gotta watch out, Jack. So.
You know, just thinking, about what was going on. And that was in a period where I didn't realize that I had more going for me than physical. And I always say, if you have something, you gotta use it like that. don't abuse it, you know, no matter what it is. Use it, don't abuse it, and because everything we got is a gift. It's given to us. Life is given to us, you know.
In my contact with Eddie, I began to feel my own limitations in my ability to see things, because when you're handicapped, you see the world differently. And I began to see my limitation because I was not able to enter into that world, you know, because I was normal. And I felt that was a handicap.
I can't change what I am. So my torn up body might not be appealing to other people, but I love it. It's mine. I see myself as me, as a man. How you deal with it is just simply, I love life. That's how I deal with it, just by saying, hey, I'm alive. I can feel, I can hope, I can dream. It's that oneness, it's that union between, it's that bond between the audience and the performers. We're not separate, we're one and the same. We're in the and experiencing the same moods, the same feelings, the same joys. And I don't want that to end.
that first day was a trip. You know, it was something that maybe I wouldn't have gone on with it from then if it wasn't so good at that first day. Because that first day really proved to me that it could go on, that there was something there. Because the four of us was there and, you know, got introduced, you know, hey, hi, and stuff like that. And right away, Wendy and Trina weren't afraid of the chairs.
And Wendy was really the most free, actually. She tried so many things. I was there too. We both were just climbing all over them. And climbing all over the chairs. We really got fascinated with the chairs because we'd never been in one or tried to use one, and so we spent a lot of time just wheeling around in them and trying to gain control and beginning to realize how difficult it is. You know, that it's it becomes another part of your body.
We didn't know what it was in for because they just started jumping on our chairs and started trying different things and whatnot. And we rehearsed, if I'm not mistaken, the first hour and a half, and we took a break. And Danny and I, you know, we was together, and Trina and Wendy went off, and I looked at Danny. I said, Danny, how's it going? He said, all right. I said, you know, Danny, I don't know about you, but I'm not used to having all these thighs and tits all put on me, you know what I mean? Shoot, this is getting horny, you know what I mean? It's hard to concentrate. And Danny goes, yeah, you know what I mean? It is, because we're not exposed to having females just plop themselves on us. And Wendy and Trina, they came in, and we started talking about that, and they cracked up laughing.